Hello and welcome to today's video, Buying Loyalty, Part 2, Selectman Marc Richard with Police Chief. So today I'm going to play actually two components of the evidence given to me by Rutland Regional Dispatch, which is in charge of Rutland police records as well as Warren police records. So on this audio recording, the first recording is unrelated to me, but it just shows you how secretive Warren police officers, what they say on a recorded line to Rutland dispatchers. And then the second recording is actually myself reporting the assault from Marc Richard to myself.
The other dispatcher was waiting for you to call in. Hold on 1 minute.
All right.
Hi. So Officer Seeney's motion has been moved, so he does not need to go to Worcester tomorrow?
All right.
Okay.
I will let him know.
All right, thank you.
Thanks.
See how there's no discussion? They know they're on a recorded line, so they're both being secretive.
Yes, hi. Is this the dispatch center in Rutland?
Yes.
Oh, hi. Okay. So
This is Mike Baril.
I wonder if you can just put a log entry into your computer system. So I was just assaulted just at 11:45 a.m. this morning. So I'm actually over at the state police barracks. They're actually going to take the police report for me because it was a town employee that assaulted me. So I just want to have you just log the incident in your system.
Okay, so it was a Rutland town employee?
No, I'm sorry, town of Warren employee.
Oh, Warren.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, and what is your name, sir?
Do you have access to the same CJIS system that the Warren dispatch had before?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay, because I should be in the computer, not on bad things, but yeah, so I'm, last name is Baril, B as in boy, A-R-I-L, and first name is Michael, M-I-C-H-A-E-L.
Okay, and what's your address?
The address is P.O. Box 542, and that's in Warren, 01083.
Okay, and your phone number?
Phone number for me is 413-436-7880.
Okay, and who were you assaulted by?
Yes, the gentleman's name is Marc, M-A-R-C, W is his middle initial, and then last name Richard, R-I-C-H-A-R-D.
Okay, and he works for the town, you said?
He's the chairman of Board of Selectmen.
Okay.
And I don't know, and this is a question for you, as I heard on the scanner, I don't know if the police were dispatched there. I know you had a abandoned 911 call going on at the same time that this incident took place, right around there. So I don't know if you have anything in your log system of the police being called to there or not, after I had left. So I don't know, I don't know if you can see anything. There might be already something in the system, or maybe nothing was created, I'm not sure.
Okay. I will take down your information and I will have an officer get back to you.
Okay.
If you need to talk to an officer.
I don't, because it turns out I'm actually having the state police handle this because there's no faith in a Warren police officer handling this because it needs to be an outside agency, and so yeah.
All right.
So the only thing you need to is the location of the assault. So the assault happened today's date at 11:45 a.m. is an approximate time, and it was in the municipal building, which is the Shepard Municipal Building.
Okay.
And that's 48 High Street, H-I-G-H Street.
Okay.
And then so I would be the victim, and then the suspect is Marc W. Richard, and he's actually should be in your CJIS computer system. So.
All right. All right.
So, yeah, okay. And then, are you able to create that now, or are you planning on doing that later, or?
I'm going to see if there's already a call or not.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, what I could do is maybe call back in like an hour. I just wanted to just get the log entry number. That's all, the incident report number.
Okay.
Yeah, so so I can call back in like an hour or 2 hours, you know, just so at some point once it's entered into the system, just that for my own records, that I can just log down the incident numbers, just so it can be referred to. And at this point, and then you can also put, narrative notes in there that I do not need a police officer to handle it because it's going to be handled by the state police.
Okay.
And the state police have agreed to take care of charging Mr. Richard.
All right.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Thank you very much. Appreciate your time. Okay.
Bye.
Yeah, bye.
All right, so there you have it, folks. So I'm going to spend about 30 seconds explaining this. So what happened is I haven't shown you the actual log entry and police report yet. So what ended up happening is, prior to me calling, she was already poisoned by former police chief Bruce Spiewakowski about the incident because it was reported to dispatch 2 minutes after the assault took place, and that was Bruce calling dispatch informing the situation. So she's actually already poisoned before I actually even call, and you could see how happy she is in the beginning of the call, in my opinion. And then as I describe the assault and discuss Marc Richard, I have to lead her into the conversation. She doesn't even ask where the assault took place. I have to provide that. So in a normal situation of unbiased Rutland employees and unbiased citizens, the dispatcher would have leaded me asking all the questions. Where did the assault take place? What happened? So if you notice, she is uneasy because she's on a recorded line and I'm explaining the assault in detail and giving Marc Richards information. If you notice, she also didn't even ask me Marc Richards' address or other information other than I provided the name. But in the police report, it has Marc Richards' home phone number, his cell phone number, his Warren Board of Selectmen phone number, list him as selectman in the police computer, and even has his home address. And there's no records in any of these recordings that I provided that. That is because Bruce already provided that to Rutland Regional Dispatchers before I actually called. So this is additional information and evidence against Town of Rutland employees, against former Police Chief Bruce Spiewakowski, against Warren Police Department, against the Town of Rutland as a municipal agency, also against the Rutland Board of Selectmen, also against the Rutland Regional Dispatch Center Supervisor, who's the director of the agency, and the Police and Fire Chief in Rutland, because they're also in charge of disciplinary action of any police dispatchers. So as you can see from this evidence that, that the whole thing is biased and I have to spoon feed her the information, and then you can see her attitude changes. And the other thing that caught my attention, if you notice I'm really smart, is I had to lead her saying, well, am I going to get an incident report number? And I said, your data entering this now, correct? And then she goes, well, I have to check and see if there's another log entry. There was already another log entry created, so she actually committed a felony by lying to me on the phone and saying I have to check when she already knew there was. So she didn't want to data enter this information because as soon as she data enters it, Marc is the criminal suspect in the computer system. So the next recording, or at some point in part 3 or part 4 of this, I'm going to then let you play the phone conversation between Bruce Spiewakowski and dispatch that actually implicates them both in crimes, as well as the crime as well as Marc Richard covering up the crime. But so anyhow, so we'll end that there. Thank you very much for watching, and stay tuned for part 3.